Chasing the Yowie, Australia's elusive hairy man. Deep within the rugged, ancient landscapes of Australia, from the dense rainforests of Queensland to the mist-shrouded blue mountains of New South Wales, a legend walks on 2 feet. It's not a ghost or a spirit, but a physical creature, a reclusive bipedal hominid that many Australians believe still roams our wild places. It's the Yowie, and the hunt for this elusive hairy man has become a modern-day folklore all its own. The story of the Yowie isn't just a recent fascination, it stretches back millennia. The creature is deeply embedded in the oral histories and dreamtime stories of many Aboriginal communities. Before European settlers ever set foot on this continent, Indigenous Australians had their own tales of a large, hairy creature that lived in the bush. While the name Yowie is a relatively recent term, the beings themselves had many names across different language groups, such as Wawi or Punkalangu. These stories often depicted the Yowie as a protector of the land, or, in some cases, a mischievous or even dangerous figure. The fact that many different Aboriginal groups, separated by vast distances, shared similar stories of a hairy man is one of the most compelling arguments for the Yowie's existence. Fast forward to the colonial era, and the stories continued. Early settlers often reported encounters with a hairy, ape-like creature. These accounts, initially dismissed as misidentifications of local wildlife, began to gain more credence as the descriptions became more specific and numerous. They were often referred to as Yahoos, a term from British folklore, but the descriptions were uniquely Australian, a towering figure with long, powerful arms and a human-like bipedal gait. In the modern era, the legend has well and truly taken hold. Yowie sightings have been reported all over the country, though they seem to be more concentrated in the eastern states. The Springbrook region in Queensland and the dense bushland of the Blue Mountains in New South Wales are hotspots for alleged encounters. Witnesses, from seasoned bushwalkers to suburban families, report seeing a tall, shaggy beast with no neck and an intimidating presence. Some even claim to have found large, unidentifiable footprints, or to have heard a chilling scream that doesn't belong to any known animal. So is the Yowie real? For the scientific community, the answer is a firm no. The main sticking point is the complete lack of physical evidence. Despite hundreds of years of sightings and searches, not a single body, bone, or even a verifiable piece of fur has ever been found. Scientists argue that Australia has no native ape species from which a Yowie could have evolved, and that a breeding population of such large creatures would be impossible to hide from a human population of 26 million people. But for the believers, the argument is simple. The bush is vast, and the Yowie is an expert at staying hidden. They point to the consistent descriptions across centuries and cultures, the inexplicable footprints, and the emotional sincerity of those who claim to have had an encounter. They believe the Yowie is a reclusive, nocturnal creature, a living fossil, that has somehow managed to survive on a continent that has already seen the extinction of so many other megafauna. Whether the Yowie is a figment of our collective imagination, a relic of ancient stories, or a real-life creature waiting to be discovered, it has become a permanent and beloved part of our national identity. It's a reminder that even on a continent as well explored as ours, there are still mysteries lurking in the deepest, wildest corners of the bush.